Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're back in Scotland and exactly as we left, Shawlands. And we didn't do too bad a job, did we? We built it up. We got the higher and lower entrances sorted out. First time I've attempted the lower one and I'm pretty happy with it. However, I finished off a little bit of detailing, mainly some trees and just a few odds and ends here and there. So we'll transition into that as I'm talking. As you can see, or start to see, I don't know how slow I'm doing the transition. I'm going to have to talk more if I'm doing a long one. But yes, as you should be able to see, now, at the very least, it's looking better, isn't it? A bit more like the area. Feels like a UK area at the very least. Hopefully it feels like Shawlands. We've even got a little British rail sign down there that exists. And in fact, should we bring up the UI? We've even got bus stops which exist too. And I tried to do the little, I don't know what it is, they're selling something down here. It looks like garden sheds, I think, conservatories. Possibly. So do you remember the trouble I had with these? I put them to single and then did a little bit of shenanigans down here. I put these blocks in and little bits of wall. I mean, they're not perfect, but they do the trick. Oh, I forgot to delete some of the weeds I've been putting in. Should we tidy that up while we're here? We might as well. We're going to need this brush later on anyway. Let's just get you all off the road there. Lovely. But yes, it's all been greenified, houseified. And already it's looking a little bit better, isn't it? I even did some brickwork on this pedestrian bridge here, which it makes it feel a little more rugged round here. Where's our train anyway? It's got to be on the way soon. I mean, it's quite a journey now, given that we're going so slow. Is that Broxy? It is Broxy. Look, there we go. Hey, Broxy. Just wandering around. Probably looking for Ibrox, no doubt. Right, anyhow, I've still yet to find a little building I can put in here, like a little shelter. There are some assets for stations that have them, but I've not found any standalone ones just yet. I might be able to use Mad Hatter's one. Oh, look at the people who are using the little bridge there to get into Shawlands. It's already a little busy, isn't it? That's nice. We've even got houses on this side. I mean, from here, it doesn't look too bad now, does it? And once these bus stops are used as well, it's going to look really busy around here. I know it's a bit bare without the cars, but they're going to happen eventually. Still no sign of the train. It's on a right journey. I mean, this whole Cathcart circle is going to take quite a while to get round, isn't it? That's pleasant. Especially at 40 miles an hour. There we go. Yes, we've extended. There is one thing I wanted to do today. What are we doing today, of course? Well, we're going to be heading over this way just a little bit and adding in Pollokshaws East. That's going to be an interesting build. But anyway, this has like a low bridge sign. And we do have them hidden away. There we go. Low bridge assets. Now, you can just hook these from the side of the track there. Obviously, it's going to need to be a little bit bigger. I love these. These are fantastic. Something that happens in the UK quite often. And we do need to shrink it down a little bit. Do I want it with the bar going through? We could place it manually as well. I mean, that might do the trick. Just leave it like that. Or we just take it up, get it lined up somewhere around here. That should do the trick, shouldn't it? Is that about straight? And we'll just slot that underneath. In fact, we could shrink that down even further, couldn't we? Yeah, there we go. That might do the trick. Like that. How does it look? Yeah, do you know, that works, doesn't it? That's lovely from a distance. I heard the train, guys. There we go. Our train's pulling up. It's going to get to go a little further, isn't it? After today, that's the plan anyway. Anybody on there? Not at the moment. Obviously, we wouldn't be pulling in this side. I've got to figure out which side Shawlands is going to be over there. I believe it's the same as this one, with 1 on that side and 2 on that side. That's what I'm going to go with. Anyway, shall we put some more of these on the other side? Right, we'll get you not rotated. And then that should be that. I think it's a little shorter, this one as well, so that works. There we go, just get you in there. Doesn't that just add to that? Fantastic. I love it. Yeah, there we go. But here we are, Pollokshaws East, and as you can see, we've got to go across a river about in the centre of it, and then we've got 2 lower access points for the entrances there, and a couple of station buildings as well, which I need to find some that we can put on there. Perhaps bus stops will do, bus shelters. But yeah, there we go. We've even got Pollock Football Club, which we might be able to put in, which will save on performance a little bit. We do have some football fields, don't we? We could make a small one, about 50%. We've got some flats here as well. Let's just take a look at those. Yeah, we could probably put those in as well. How is this road? Is it fairly flat? And then do we head up afterwards? Yeah, it looks fairly flat around here. Perfect. The track itself does curve, then goes straight. So we'll get the curve in, and then we'll head off straight after that point. And as with the rest of the circle, it is 40 mile per hour all the way around. Once you leave the Cathcart circle, it does go a little quicker. There we go. That should be good enough, shouldn't it? And then we can go straight from there. So given that, it looks like we're going to cross about here and have our station possibly here with the river going between it. We might need to make this a little larger to account for the fact that we've got to fit a little river underneath it. What should we go for? 100 meters? Yeah, and then we go with the invisible bridge. Is that what's already selected? It is. We should be able to do it there as well, and it should just... Oh, it actually did it there, which we don't need. Turn that back off again. There we go. Lovely. This gives us our building platform for our station. We'll get rid of that section. We'll put our platform in just here. We're going to have to build some extra track in. I would like to see if it even works as an elevated station on an invisible track. So we're going to bring this from here. This section needs to branch out and meet it up here, similar to how we have been doing over at Shawlands here. We've got to get something similar going. So we'll do a little section in the middle, which is technically going to be the bridge, isn't it? We're going to need to turn this on, aren't we? There we go. Oh, it does work. That's fantastic. Now, this might be tricky. To be able to get this to curve and be a bridge. I'm not sure on that, to be fair. It might intersect. We'll try it. Oh, my days. If this goes in, I'll be mightily impressed. Collision, alright. So we just take some of the curve off it. I don't mind that, though, do you? Because there's a lot to do here. I haven't tested this one out. We're doing it together. I've got lots of ideas. This bit's going to be a bit of a squeeze to get in. I guess we can start coming out a little later. Well, we could go further round here, so it's more of a curve. If we take that off. Maybe. We're going to improvise a little bit regardless. Yes, I think that might work for us. And this is going to come out... How far are we going? Well, we've got plenty of room, in fact. So, yeah, we'll go out a little further here. And we will turn this back on. And we should be able to meet up at some point here. We can always build bits of bridge below there. And we'll do something like this. I mean, the question is, since we haven't done much, can we turn this into a station while it's hovering? If we can, then we don't have to worry about everything else, do we? This is the moment of truth, really, isn't it? This is the side it's going to be. This is going to be P1 just here. I do hope it builds a station that's just hovering. That'd be fantastic. If it does, it means we can delete the station and No, do not go to Shawlands. Do not join there. Make a new one. You've done some terrible things underneath. That's unfortunate. I guess that makes sense. Well, I mean, not too terrible. We can improvise with that. What it means is our bridge, or our road going underneath, is going to have to take into account this section here. But what we can do, it is hovering at the very least. What we can do is hopefully get that sorted from there. Just like build some rock or something. I mean, it curves really nicely. We might be able to utilize that anyway. Well, yeah, do you know what? If we go from here to here, let's just see how the whole station looks once it's in. And then we've got the place. Which one do we want to join? New station, please. Hopefully it works. There we go. Yeah. Well, at least we know where it's going to be now, don't we? It's going to be just there. So I guess what we should do is delete this back and that. Figure out where our road's going to be just here. Assets. Let's get us our little walkway here, and it's going to be that one. This one was fairly straightforward. It's looking to me like the last bit of the station needs to be solid ground. So if we figure out that the river's going to be here, this section can be solid. So half the station will be... I'm not sure how it's going to do that. Yeah, that's how we're going to have to do it, I think. We can, at the very least, though, figure out how low we need it. So if we go something like this, we can lower the ground. That's where we need to be. And we'll get that right up. And we'll go from just here. And then we've got a flat section to work with. And we can send that all around the station, as that's where the road's going to be for us. I mean, technically, we can go under the station there. We need our river's going to be probably here, and we're going to have to improvise with this, because how low do you think we have to go to make a river? Let's find out, shall we? Still no river. Still no river. This will find out how far down we need to go to get to sea level. That's ridiculous. Well, there is no way we can do that. That's how far we have to go down. So all of this would be an embankment. I mean, we are a little lower. Perhaps we could go a little lower still, in fact, because of this. Would that make this viable? Maybe. We'd have to come down quite far, wouldn't we, to get under this station anyway? It might work. Right, let's flatten it out from there. How much of an embankment does that give us? From here. I mean, it's a bit steep, but we could cover it with trees and stuff. Considering all of this would be that level around here, it shouldn't look nearly as terrible. Yeah, I know we've lost quite a bit of height around here, but we're going to need to do it anyway. Okay, so if we make that a river down there, and we dig a bit more so it's nice and blue, go from here, how much of a river and an embankment are we going to get, and is it worth it? That's the question. It's probably not worth it, is it? Look at the state of that. Well, I don't know, though. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'd like it to slope a little more. Perhaps it can once we've got the roads in. I know we've lost an awful lot of height here, and we've got that hill, which is going to be way up. I'm not sure yet, because we'd have to change how we do this as well. That's going to be much lower, isn't it, down there? A lot lower. Would that be minus 12, though? I mean, if it's minus 12, that will work. Am I keen on this? Not really. We'll get rid of this for now, so that it doesn't do that. Let's get that all down there. Is that too high? I think it is, isn't it? What we could do is level this out like that so that it's not water. Here we go. That would be the river there. Let's give us track either side that we will make invisible. And we just want None of that. We just want normal track. I mean, out here with the invisible track. Because we're going to have to make a bridge just there anyway. And we'll need the... oh, that's pleasant. We do actually come back up to ground height there. We'll make it invisible there and there. We'll get rid of the station. Now, we've got a rough idea that our river wants to be there. Another bridge wants to be over there. We'll get rid of these pieces just here. And now, can we go down just a little more on this? Just to give us a bit of a river. We could just paint this. Water. What water do we have? What would it be? Like a dark... It would be moving, wouldn't it? Medium? Medium. That's working. We could just do it like that. It's not animated, but it is a river nonetheless. And I kind of like it. Yeah, that makes me all sorts of happy, in fact. It's good for painting in there, isn't it? So let's get this track back in. That's going out that way, isn't it? We're going to take this up to there. Yes. But this side, up to here, we need to make that like that, off, and do that. That's how I feel like we need to make this. It should, hopefully, just do it automatically. Up to there. Has it done it automatically? It has. That's fantastic. Right, this is now the middle-y section. We can in fact get rid of this now. We only need it as a placeholder. That's going to be the bridge just there. So we're going to need this to be a little bit longer anyway. We've got a nice section here. We can touch that up with a bit of paint. And get it looking beautiful. Right, we need this bit to be there. Up to there, perhaps? This side can maybe curve in a little better like this now. Well, we don't want it to curve in too much, do we? Because we've got to get the stairs in as well. So this should be fine. We do want an invisible bridge here, which is what it's giving us. Oh, it's beautiful. There we go. Right. We've got it slightly different now. Perfect. I like it. There's our bridge. Or our tunnel, I guess. We can move this along a little bit so it doesn't interfere with that. Since we're just drawing this in anyway, we can just edge this over and then edge that over like that. There we go. I don't think we're going to need to be this far down either. There we go, like that. Something like that should do it. We're going to cover this all up. Let's get our paint tools. We want the eraser. Is that what it's under? Yeah, look at that. I'm going to get rid of this. All up the side here. Because that's not how rivers do. And get rid of all that on the side there. That's beautiful now, isn't it? There we go. And we'll get this same paint here. We want medium. Is it that one? That looks like it. We'll get you in there up to that side. And then that's our river going along there. Yeah, there we go. It's not perfect. It's going to take a lot. It may be easier just to use the texture at this rate. In fact, we could have a look, couldn't we? Let's go into tropics here and get the river green, which is what we're using there. It doesn't look much at the moment. What we actually want this is quite long. It will animate it if we do it like this. There we go. If we just put that in there, well, that's probably going to be easier, isn't it? And we get a little bit of animation there. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad at all. What do you reckon, guys? Yeah? I'll get that drawn out. We can draw it out with this. Similar to what we did in the park over there. But a larger scale. And then we can wiggle the river around. This side, we can get the road in. Once we know what sort of height we need here. So we should draw the station in and the rest of the track. Just go nice and straight like that. There we go. Gentle. Gentle. Over here then, I'm not entirely sure what's going over here just yet. We might even do a little wiggle that way. So we'll just send this out a little further, just so we've got a place to hook into up here. There we go. There, that's looking good so far. Now we might be able to get something to hook into up here, especially if we use the terrain tools and give us a little bit of a platform like we did at Shawlands. -9, that should be the one we go for. Will you get in there? Can we get you up there? I would like you just to... There we go. Get you... There it is. Just there. And go from that side now. It's a little better, isn't it? We could even raise up the river at will. I think all we need to do is have a little gap in there. That's what I'm going with, guys. All we need is the gap just where this river is. So we'll take it right up to the edge here. And then we'll have a nice stone bridge in the middle. This bit is going to be all the way up to there. Is going to be the bridge section, which we'll keep as is. And invisible, yes, we'll build our own. So that's going there. But this section now needs to... Which is lining up? Yes. Is that a bit wonky? No. But that can be that now. And then this is the section that's going to be the bridge for the road. So that's going to be back there. I prefer that. I think we can make this work. Let's get our platform back up. In fact, let's draw it again from scratch. We can terraform this, couldn't we? And it's going to make it a little tidier. So if we get that section up there, get rid of this and this, and then we can colour this in rather than it trying to terraform itself, because it never does a good job of that. Right, now we can get the track back in. Was this more complex than the other station? I might have made a meal of it, but I think it was, to be fair. How long is that? 70? 80? There's 80. That's kind of nice. Maybe we just do it 80 then. It seems to be working. Yeah, we'll do it 80. This bit is about the middle. We'll put you in like that. And that can go in like that. There we go. Now the road is going to be just there. We can take that back again. If we make that the bridge, I think we're good. Now I'm just going to have this as grey girder bridges. Move this over here. Let's pick us a grey girder to come across here. I don't think it needs to be quite that long. There we go, like that. Then we can knock this back and this. Turn that off. Get you in there. How's that gonna work? That's gonna be okay, isn't it? This needs to be like that. We only need it roughly in the right place, don't we? Now, will that work for us? We do it up to there. Turn that on. Oh, it's beautiful. Get in. Oh, I'm excited, guys. There we go. Right, get you up there so you level up. And then back like that. There we go. I think we're in. Then, likewise, this side, we're going to be a bridge, aren't we? In fact, we're going to be a bridge up to this point here. That should be enough for a road. And then we turn this back off and we connect in. And then what we do, we should be able to tidy that up just a little bit. Alright, it's because we're on a curve, I see now. So perhaps what we need to do is come out a little bit of a better angle here. Probably somewhere like that instead. There we go. The question is, can we get a road under there? And can we have this working? Where it's partly above ground, partly not. It'll be an experiment that we're going to do together. Let's get in. It's more of a main road down here. As long as this goes in, we'll be fine. Which it is doing by about a mile. Right, but we need to be a little bit further across there, which is fantastic that we've managed to get this in at all. Ah, the trees just miss the track there. Get you out there. Get you out there. We are probably going to have to do something with the ground. But it looks like that's going to be fine that side. Yes, we'll see how it looks. We'll get the station in. Yeah, we've gained a little bit of depth there, haven't we, under that bridge. That's fantastic. You get over there. Around here. There we go. It should all line up quite nicely. Meaning this, I don't think, needs to be even this far down, does it? We can probably just bring this up a little more. Like that. There we go. Get this nice and flat from that point. As long as we've got a little embankment, that's all we need. We'll see how it looks once we've got the other side in. Once we've got the station in. Right, shall we see how if this even works? P1 is going to be the one facing Shawlands. Do not connect to that one. Connect to this one. Has it done it? Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. Do you know what? I can't believe that's worked. That is absolutely marvellous. All of this was well worth it. That is absolutely brilliant, guys. Look at that. All right. Shall we put P2 in? And we're good. We're good. It's going to need a lot of detailing. Absolutely. But that we can do a bit easier. And we want to join to new station, please. There we go. And we'll name this. There we go, guys. Pollokshaws East is in. Sort of. I mean, the basics. Is that Broxy? No, that's not Broxy. Broxy's family, though. There you go. And who are you? We've got a little fox as well. Foxy and Broxy. Yeah, it sounds like a cartoon. Anyway, can we get under this bridge? If we can get under this bridge, everything is marvellous. Go under there. Oh, you're beautiful. That's going to be an entrance. That's going to be an entrance. We can probably fill that in as well. Which we can. Oh, yes. Get in there. Right. Okay. So, the detail inside of this is going to be getting this river in, isn't it? One thing we could possibly do is just put another piece of track on the outside here. And we use that to build the bridge in the middle. Now, what we could do is get the assets. And where's our bridge building tools? Get these. And we'll need a nice big arch. Something like that. Let's go with Gothic. What we can do is shift that along a bit. Drop it down as well. -1, perhaps? Just so we don't clip the part of the arch under the station there. If we go a little shorter here. That's kind of beautiful. Maybe a little more. There we go. Something like that, and it's not looking terrible, is it? Can we get you off the centre a little bit? We want to go under the station if possible. A little more, one more, whatever that one is. I think that one is perfect, guys. We can make you just a little bit shorter. And go there. And then we go further back in. Will you overlap or be close enough? Close enough? Well, I tell you what. I think that's going to do the job, isn't it? And then on the other side, we can just have these things like that. There we go. We want to actually come out further than the arch. That's what I'm going to do. So we'll go B. Bring that out a little further. Bring that out a little further. Then we'll have some sort of cross beam going along there. So that should be the same for here and here. And so that would be not those. These, I believe. Yeah, there we go. We just want that to sit in the middle. We put that variant and make it a little longer. I sort of like that as is. That's the cross beam, isn't it? Sorted. Yes, like that. And then one the other side as well, hopefully in the same place. There we go. Then if we delete this section of track here, there we go. It'll start tidying up everything else we've got going on. Beautiful. How is that looking? It's not the prettiest, but we can tidy up the edges. That's not what I'm bothered about. It's more of an idea, a sketch. I mean, it's equally wonky though. So I'm okay with that at the moment. Yeah, I think this is going to work, don't you? That's it. However, we can't connect up yet. I'm going to save it there. The reason I wanted to save it is because I've got a cheeky idea for one side of the station. That one's going to be this, pretty much. It's not connected yet. We have to redo that. But on this side, if you go into Pollokshaws East here and configure, we should be able to go up and down. Here we go. We should be able to get something like that at the end. Not quite how it is. But then the idea is buildings. There it is. We'll have it on the correct side. It's going to be this side. And we're going to connect to, goodness me, Pollokshaws East. Yes, join. Please work. Oh, has it worked? Now what we can do is hide that. I think what it does in real life is it goes up under this thing and then there's another little walkway here. But that will connect into there, and this side, if all goes according to plan, I'm a little bit excited, I will say that. Very rarely when I do one of these videos where I've not tested things out does it go right. No, it normally goes horribly wrong. But as it stands now, no, you don't want 12, you want -9. It's sort of working, isn't it? Oh, please tell me you go in now. Was I about to be overconfident? I think I was, and now it's going terribly wrong. Oh, don't do it to me. Please go in. Oh, I'm worried. Why won't you go in? I got overly confident, and now it just won't work at all. I may need to wiggle jiggle this one a little bit. Did you see it? I saw it. It's just... right, there's not much room for wiggle. Can we do it with the terrain? Yes. I saw it. We've left ourselves a singular pixel. Right. There's going to be a bit of editing here. Oh, that I saw it. Get in. Just take it. Does it work? Are we connected to both roads? We're not connected to both roads. Really? We're connected that side, but not this side. Is it the road itself we're not connected to? Are we connected to the station? I'm not even sure, guys. We'll probably have to mess with this one. I don't know, because I've never tried it with the little entrances. But we could, of course, cheat and do a little entrance. But I would prefer if it worked exactly the same as the other one. We'll just have to see. Oh, no, we might be able to get this working. I don't... oh, do you know what I think the problem is, guys? Yeah, I think I know what the problem is here. We're not connected here. That side. I think that's the issue, isn't it? Yes, we're not connected up the top here. To anything at all. That might be because we give it an underground. I'm not sure. I may need to investigate. As long as we've got one entrance at the moment. I mean, we could try something like this. Assets. Because technically, it should connect up the top here, shouldn't it? And be -9. That's what we need. There, it is connect. Oh, do you know what it is, guys? Look at this. Excitement has returned. You'll be pleased to know. Oh, it's much easier when you delete those sections. Guys, get that in. There we go. Get this terraformed again. We've changed the height a little bit, but I do not mind at all. I may even go away and try and get rid of that as solid ground. I don't think it matters though. What I would like to do is terraform this section, and I'm going to call it a win and extend our train. If this works, which it is doing. It's not as high. We've gained a little bit more height, which means we can bring our river up a little further as well. We may even be able to bring this road up a little bit. That would be lovely. Yeah, look at that. We're taking some of this terraforming we did earlier, which we had to do, to try and figure out what on earth is going on around here. And, yeah, I think it's working. It's pleasant, isn't it? It's pleasant. I like this. Yeah, we might even be able to raise our river up just a little bit. Maybe to something like that. It needs to be the top of the river that we're doing there. It looks a little better on the side of the bridge. And we can get rid of all of that and that. This bit we're going to hide. We'll have a little entrance there. We're definitely higher. We're at platform height there. Okay, moment of truth. Do we get a connection with this road on this side? It's looking like it. It's looking like it. We're a bit too high there. Oh, don't do that. Don't make me panic, please. Oh, dear. Oh, why? Why are you doing that? Just connect. Connect there. Just go in. Please just go in. There. Get in. We're not making a bridge, are we? No. Are we connected? Both sides, separately. We did it. We've done it. We've done it. We've got Pollokshaws East in. And we need a crossover. Temporarily. Because we're going to extend the line, guys, and take a little journey out here. This is the bit I wasn't sure whether we'd be able to do at all. There is a gap. No, there is not a gap. It might be because I have this selected. In fact, I believe we're looking at all underground track over there. So let's get you just here. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you are, really. You are temporary. Let's get us... We were using these 3 aspects now, weren't we? Not those ones. These ones. Yeah, we'll get you in there. We will have you one way. Absolutely we will. We should be able to fit one just over there. There we go. Fantastic, guys. And then another one up here, just past the tunnel. Yep, you're going to complain because we're about to do this as well, which is really going to cheese you off. And then I guess one coming into the platform here. We're going to take a look and possibly tinker with the signals. I don't think they need to be very often. Okay, so obviously this line is now broken, but we get to go in and out of Shawlands, which I would like to do. So let's manage the line from Shawlands. We're now terminating at Pollokshaws East and making the return trip. And that should be spot on. I love it. Guys, not much to look at the moment, but then neither has any of our other stations, to be fair, apart from maybe Glasgow Central. And that one isn't even finished. Hey, but this I love. I even like the little gap in the middle. Oh yeah, I think this is going to work. This is some trees and some shrubbery around here. And we're going to hide that entrance. It kind of flips back on itself and goes up here, which is similar to what it does in real life. Semi-detached houses in here? Do you know what? Should we do it? Where's our train, actually? Pause that. We'll get on that train as well. Where's the semi-detached houses, the fancy-looking ones? Is it these? No, they're terraced houses. They're not really what we need. We need, like, these that we've got across the street there, which I believe are Mad Hatters? Semi-white? Is it those? Where's the front? Yes. But we'll have them like this. We will have lanes on train alignments. Assets? Yes. We'll make this one, the first one over here. We'll do something different on the corner, but we're just going to add a little bit. We're going to add just one person to each of our new houses here. And we're just going to put these along the edge here. Twist around a little bit more. We are gradually, I believe, going up. So we'll space them accordingly and step up gently until we get up to the corner here. And then we'll have some more shopping facilities over there. And then over this side, we'll have some more of these. I think that should be good enough. We'll take them a little way away. We'll do something different with a corner. There we go. It's dropped it down, which is fantastic. We can go up to there. We'll take this all the way up to this road. And we'll do the same on this side just for now. Just to give it something a little nicer to look at when we're doing this. Yeah, there we go. Drop that one. We're going to gradually come down to meet the station here. And we're going to connect on the corner there. Leave enough room to possibly put some trees in between. And already that's looking better, isn't it? Yeah, straight away. There's a little car parking area here that we might do when we come back as well. We've got our hazard section in. This road's going to head back off. We are going to put the football pitch in here. We'll get this river done as well. And then our next stop is... We've got one more, I believe. And then we've got the Cathcart station, which is a junction station with all this going on. And then our final station to add would be here. However, as you can see, we're this way for Cross Hill. All of this is moving a little bit to somewhere like here. Probably a little further that way because we do a little wiggling out. So yeah, we've left ourselves plenty of room. I love it. I love this. I'm surprised this even worked. This station is absolutely marvellous. We're going to have a nice little railing that goes along here as well. We can use the same trick we did. Draw another piece of track along here. And then use that to stencil along without trying to level it up to the side of the track. This needs a little bit of tidying up before we go. And then we'll get on board a train. We will get around to putting some more trains on the main line just there. But for today, should we take a ride back through? Alright guys, we're heading into... Oh, what's it called? Shawlands Station. I've learned a lot today. Especially with the freestyle station. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. And how it deals with elevation. And it's fantastic. It's absolutely wonderful. We've got a lot to do with that station before it's complete. However, I think what we should do next time out is go and put the next station along in and maybe start connecting it all up. We can see the hills there in the background. On the other hand, Shawlands is getting close to finished, isn't it? Yeah, it's starting to look the part. This little section is absolutely lovely. If we can get those blocks of flats in as you come round here, and possibly the little football pitch over there as well. We're going to cross over just before the bridge to make it even more complicated. But it's wonderful. There we go. We're going above a river. And it could be a river. It could absolutely be a river. We're going to fill all that in. Don't worry about the flashing for now. But yeah, the pencil outline is probably going to be pen. That's it. It's done. It's in. Paint, pen. It's done. I'm happy. I'm super chuffed. Can you tell? Alright guys. Until next time. Take care.